All right, y'all. Welcome on this beautiful. Is it a? It's a Tuesday, I guess. A Tuesday. It's a beautiful Tuesday day. A little overcast. That's okay. We have a lot of things to discuss on this beautiful day. Shout out to Duper. Shout out to Raj. Shout out to Cherry Yixis. Hey, Cherry Yixis and First Coast Crypto Action Camera. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Mohammed? Buy the dip, buy the dip. Yeah, buy the dip. Let's get into this, guys. Let's get into this because things have been dumping. Things have been a bit unpredictable, at least for me. And I want to talk about some things that have happened, like the trade I'm currently in right now, which is a long position. A long position. So let's get right into this. Here we are. I am long from right down here, I guess, 32.3, right about here. I'm long from right about here. And as you can see, we're getting a nice little pumperoonie, about 1%. About a 1% pump. Massive, guys, massive. Today what I want to do in this video is I want to talk about, first of all, where I think all of this is going. Second of all, how we can find nice little pumps here and there if we're dumping, if you missed a short position. Because the reality is, guys, I've been missing the shorts. I've been missing the most obvious shorts. Yesterday morning, I missed this short entry. How horrible is that, right? It was the most obvious entry in the world. We had a bearish divergence printing right on the 24-minute time frame. Could not be any more obvious than that as we're coming up not only into a high volume node, y'all, but we were also coming up into, let's see if I have it here. You know, one of the reasons why they call me Jason, where did I pull that fib from, Casper? It's because a lot of times I don't know where I pulled the fib from. Right? I have that problem. You could ask, never mind. So right here, you can see that we came up right into the golden pocket, the 0.65, higher high on the price, lower high on the momentum, boom, we dropped. I did not even see this until we were all the way down here. I'm like, I'm not going to short there because I already missed the entry. And so what I did was I waited for a long position. I tried to long somewhere right in here and got stopped out, and then I did catch a little bounce from right here, that little tiny move right there, and now I'm currently in another small long from here. So I'm in a position where I'm counter trading the trend. Not the best position to be, but the reason I'm trading this way is because I don't like to take shorts after a massive dump. I like to take longs after a massive dump. So, yesterday in the Discord, I did take this little scalp here. I was hoping we'd come up a little bit higher than we did, but we rejected right off the daily level. As you can see, literally right off the daily level. This is why it's so important to mark your levels of support and resistance. Because when you see a rejection like this, you know this is legit. And yeah, so that didn't go as well as I was hoping. But the long I'm currently in right now is well, it was not a bad move. And why did we get a bounce here? I think it's important to talk about why we get bounces randomly. It seems random if you have nothing marked on the chart, but it's actually not random at all. In fact, there's a few things that we can take a look at for why we got a bounce here. First of all, earlier this morning, I noticed we were forming this type of ascending triangle. And I'm like, well, we're either going to break up as a bullish pattern or we're going to break down as a bearish pattern. And I was kind of hoping and thinking we were going to break up out of it because, at the time when we were looking at the 1 hour time frame, it looked like momentum was coming up as we were forming this ascending triangle. So I thought perhaps we would break up out of it, because the 4-hour at the time was also looking pretty bullish. As we can see now, things have changed, looking quite bearish. And you know, it looks like we're gonna come down even more now. Money flow is about to curve down on the 4-hour. But anyway, as we're forming this triangle and we're dropping out of it, and the technical target for the triangle is right here, about 32.2. You know, when we reached that target of the triangle, we also hit pretty much perfectly the weekly support. In fact, look at this. We hit the weekly support level to the exact dollar right here, literally to the exact dollar. And when we were hitting that level, we come over to the 1 minute time frame. And check this out, you know, as we're coming down to that exact support, we are printing a bullish divergence on the 1 minute, right? You can see that we have come down and put in a lower low, but momentum has made a higher low. And when you see something like that, then you know you're going to be able to get some kind of move from it, right? Well, you don't know, but there's a very high probability that you'll be able to get some kind of bounce from that. And so that's what I did. I took a little scalp trade here, and my first real target was 32.5 because of this little resistance that I had drawn on my chart, where you could see us coming, wicking up perfectly to here. Of course, we did hit that. Then we came up above it a little bit. Now I've taken profit. I've taken the majority of the position out, about 60%, and I have my stop loss at the entry. So it's an interesting little move here. An interesting little move. For Ethereum, the trades have been not so great, right? I mean, I posted this trade setup for Ethereum yesterday, where I wanted to come down into the golden pocket and get a bounce to the top of this trend line here, to this other golden pocket. In my sleep, we actually did come down and hit that. We hit the golden pocket, and we did get a little bounce, actually up to a 3% bounce we got. But you know, if we take a look here, we got the bounce. We came up from that first 618, you know, about 3.5%, and then we're dropping back down into that golden pocket and a daily level. So for Ethereum, I think, you know, either one of two things are about to happen right now for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're either going to hold support where we're at, or we're going to come down lower, right? It's one or the other. Aren't you guys surprised that I know we're either going to hold support or come down lower? You know, those are the only two things that could possibly happen. So yeah. So what's going on, Andy S? Good to see you here, bro. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Macwo, who's riding the Bitcoin short since 34.4. Yeah, that was the short entry. And people have been asking me, you know, because I've been posting all these potential long setups in the Discord. People are like, what about potential short setups? Well, honestly, guys, the short trade was up here, really. It was up here. And, you know, honestly, you could have taken a short here as well. But I did not. In hindsight, I could say, yeah, of course I should have, but I did not. And, you know, potentially now this is a place to short, because we came up to a resistance, got a bounce off the weekly, hit a resistance, and now we're coming back down. The only thing that would make me say maybe not to short that is the fact that on the 1 hour time frame, what do we see? We're printing a bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. And bullish divs on the 1 hour, they ain't no joke, y'all. I mean, even if the money flow is coming into the purple, they really ain't no joke. I mean, look at this, right? The money flow was coming into the purple here. We got a bullish div on the 1 hour, where price came down, momentum came up, and we got a pretty significant move to the upside from this area. It was a slow go at first, but now we're back down there at that same support. You know, we've got money flow curving to the red, but we have the bullish divergence forming here. Who knows? Honestly, who knows? And that's why it's so important to have your levels marked out. And if you missed a good trade, you know, don't worry about it. Wait for the next trade to come, because it will come. It will come. So right now, where I'm really looking for Bitcoin to come to is, if we're not going to hold this support right here, then we've got this golden pocket down here, and this would be the next target for me. This would be the next target for me. What's going on, Murfish? What's going on, Nick Sank? Nick Sank wants to know, do I wait for a green dot before I consider a divergence? No, I don't. Well, what I do is I look to say, is there a divergence forming, right? Because if there's a divergence forming on the 1 hour, and then I come down to the 1 minute, and I see also divergences forming, right? Like right here, you can see there's a divergence that actually did confirm on the 1 minute while we had a divergence on the 1 hour forming. That was one of the reasons why I decided to long this. And, it was a really fast trade that I had to make, right? I didn't have time to like post about it, because it's the kind of thing where you just got to do it, and by the time you can post about it, it's already, half the move's already happened. But right now we can see what we see the bearish divergence that printed on the 1 minute. So I'm assuming that we're coming down more, right? I'm assuming that we're going to come down a little bit more here. And yeah, so if Bitcoin is unable to hold this support, if Ethereum is unable to hold the support it's at right now, for me, I've got my next target is right down here at this fib level. And let me just turn off the weekly levels here. Let me turn off everything, actually. Let me just turn off everything on my chart here. Sorry for the sloppiness, guys. I just had a crazy, intense workout. So I'm hyped. I'm hyped up, guys. I'm hyped up on life. Squats, deadlifts, bench presses, bent rows, weighted dips, weighted chin-ups. Can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. So we take out our good old friend, Mr. Fib, everyone's favorite. We pull it from, well, isn't that interesting, actually? Yeah, so we're not only are we on a weekly right now, I didn't even notice this. I actually didn't notice this. Yeah, we're on a weekly, and we're actually in a golden pocket. So there's a very good chance we might hold support right here, y'all. There's a good chance we might hold support. And if we don't, then pulling the fib from that low, this low wick, the place where we took the long, to that high, we do have a golden pocket down here as well. And so if you guys don't know how to mark these levels on a chart, how to get these accurate levels that are respected, literally, I mean, not to the exact dollar, but close, right? Close to the dollar, for the long. Whoa, what just happened there? For the long and for the short, right? For the short, we come up almost to this weekly level. We come up right into the golden pocket. If you want to learn how to do this, if you want to learn how to find those good trades in these crazy volatile markets, check out jasoncaspertrading.com, because this course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. And there's a discount in the description of this video. And basically what we do here, and you can check out the testimonials, is we give you the framework and the foundation that you need to actually start learning how to do this. All the basic technical analysis, going into volume, going into support and resistance, moving averages, Fibonacci, big time into Fibonacci. Market Cipher, showing you how to use Market Cipher in many different ways, in many different market conditions. How to create and test your own trading strategy. How to back test. How to use risk management so that even if you're not the best trader in the world, right, you could still lose, 7 out of 10 trades and still be profitable, or at least break even, instead of losing money constantly. This will give you the framework for that. Check it out, jasoncaspertrading.com. Also, guys, if you do not have Market Cipher yet and you would like it, there's a 10% discount code in the description of this video right here. The code is "The Chickens Are Thirsty." The chickens are thirsty. So shout out to Evo Tesseract, who said this drop was mostly because of the Fed inflation report. Jeff S. deadlifted his coffee cup this morning. Yes, I also did deadlift my coffee cup before I deadlifted the barbell. I also did. So Ethereum, guys, Ethereum getting a nice here. Let me remove some of these lines I have marked on my chart here. Ethereum is actually getting a pretty nice support right here. And if we come to the 1 hour time frame as well for Ethereum, again, we can see a slight nope. Well, yeah, we can see bullish divergences forming on the 1 hour time frame. Now, what does this tell us? Does this mean we're going to the moon from here? Not necessarily, but what it means is one of these supports is going to give us real support, right? Because we can see the momentum coming up. And the money flow, we have to understand, the money flow, is when we're looking at Market Cipher B, especially on the 1 hour time frame, the momentum waves in the money flow and the VWAP, they're all working together to show us the direction of the asset, right? And like back here, we can see that as the momentum waves are coming up, it's showing us that the peak of the money flow being in the red is like right around in this area. So because we can see momentum waves coming up, it's kind of telling us that we can expect money flow to peak out in the red and start to come back up soon, right? So, we need to look at the momentum waves and the money flow together. When the money flow is at its peak of redness, that's when the best long position is going to be. Now, obviously there was a, right here, we could have longed somewhere in this area and gotten a nice move, right? We can't only use the money flow, but we're looking at it as a general picture of what's happening. So the fact that we're finding support at a significant level, the fact that momentum is coming up and we do have a bullish divergence, it means that, one of these supports, we're really going to find what we're looking for, right? What we're really looking for. We go to the 2 hour for Ethereum. We can also see potentially, there's definitely a hidden bullish divergence here on Ethereum, where we're coming down and we are printing higher momentum waves yet lower lows. So, this is why I feel like, we could potentially get a significant move to the upside from here. Now, another thing about Ethereum, though, is this, guys. And I was talking about this earlier in the Discord, but potentially we have a head and shoulders that if it breaks down, right, our target is going to be down here at about 1750. And 1750 is also, not only is it the technical target of this head and shoulders, but it's also a very strong support that's been respected for a long time for Ethereum. We've got a high volume node down here, right around in this area, between 1700 and 1750. And so I am expecting, if we do lose this support for Ethereum, that we could see us come down to this area. Just like for Bitcoin, right? If we lose the supports that we currently have, those are the two main areas I'm looking for to potentially get into a swing trade, swing long position. And if we continue to come down, I'm going to be looking for shorts, especially if we lose support and back test support and come down, same for Bitcoin, right? If we lose support and then we back test support, that's a great time to look for a short. If you lose support, then you look for the short. That's how I like to. That's the motto that I like to use. And everybody, let's give a big shout out to Crypto Yatched. Okay, Crypto Yatched is a YouTuber, and something happened to him. Right, YouTube kind of messed up his channel. YouTube messed up his channel. And he had to create a new channel. He only has 8 subscribers. So we should all subscribe to his channel. Because, he's a pretty cool guy. He's kind of a cool guy. Maybe I should have him on the channel sometime. The way I met Crypto Yacht, he was hitting on my wife. Dude hit on my wife. He's like, hey, Big Butt's 28. I hear you have a big butt. So I had to confront him. I was like, hey, Crypto yatched, man. Why are you hitting on my wife, bro? He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know she was your wife. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, my friend. That makes sense. And ever since that time, Crypto Yacht, just chilling out on the yacht. He's a good trader. Check him out. He has no content yet, but he will. He will have content. Crypto Yacht, man, he knows it's true, right? Sorry, guys. See, I digress. I'm digressing. Yeah, as usual, guys. If we can get this stream up to 500 likes during the stream, I'll give away 0.025 Bitcoin, which will probably be worth nothing by the time this stream is over. But at the rate we're going here, it's so interesting to see how Bitcoin is coiling up. There has to be a move. And it ain't no surprise or secret that we are, we're kind of trading in this. We've been kind of trading in this wedge type pattern, right? And typically these things are bullish, right? They typically do break out bullishly. So we have a lot of support right here. If we come up from here, if we break out of this thing, our next target is probably somewhere back up in this high area. So I am still long, and I'm still going to be holding my long from down here unless we really come below 30K, in which case I have a stop loss in profit right here. I'm really hoping I can hold that long to the top of the range. I'm hoping I can hold it to like 42K. That would be really sweet. Shout out to everybody who subscribed to the Crypto Yacht. Van Garman says, how can somebody be watching a stream and not like it? Well, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if YouTube is after me. Because sometimes I'll have 800 people in the stream. And I'm like, hey, if we can get 500 likes, I'll give away Bitcoin. And we get 300 likes. I wonder if I have some kind of thing against me. Because sometimes on this stream, guys, I've waxed a little bit into topics that I know you can't talk about on YouTube, You can't talk about certain things. But, yeah, interesting stuff. Let's go to the weekly time frame real quick and just kind of take a look at a macro perspective of Bitcoin. Because, hang on, let me shut off this line too here. It's important to take a step back and just look at the macro and kind of see what's happening here. Clearly, we can see that we are trading, we're sloping downwards, right? We're sloping downwards and perhaps even forming some kind of falling wedge on the weekly time frame, which I think is significant. We're forming some kind of falling wedge on the weekly time frame. This weekly candle, though, that we have down here, obviously we've had weekly candles come lower. But if we take a fib, and there was a dump here. Why do we have a dump there? Excuse me, I forget why. Got a little cough. But if we take a fib from here to the all-time high, and we turn on the 0.5 fib, right? We can see that we were not able to close a weekly candle below this level until last week, right? Until last week. And right now, this week, we came up to try and even start a weekly candle above this line. And then we fell back down. That's not looking the best, to be honest with you guys. But on the other side of that Bitcoin, we're about to print a green dot on the weekly Market Cipher B. And I can't imagine us printing a green dot on Market Cipher B and not getting some kind of move to the upside. At least some kind of move that would take us at least back up to the top of this range, where then we could, look for a short, right? Because if we are in the downtrend And we've got our high, then we've got our low, and then we've got our lower high, then we've got our lower low, then we've got our lower high, and then we did put in a lower low. You know, we could come up, put in a higher high. Everyone would be super stoked that the dump is over, and then we could put in a lower low. But let's see here. Oh, Cody Ray says he thinks it was the COVID dump. Yeah, I know. I was just kidding. That's why I coughed when I said I can't remember why that happened. I don't really have a cough, guys. Cody Ray says we need a decentralized YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot out there, but they just are not YouTube, right? The live streaming capabilities are just not that great. Not that great. This is an interesting little bit of consolidation we're having here for Bitcoin and for Ethereum. Shout out to That's Vins, who says Jason's VIP Discord and course is amazing, extremely helpful for new and seasoned traders. Yeah, if anybody wants to get into the Discord, you can do that by going to patreon.com/Jason Casper. There's a free Discord, there's a VIP Discord. In the VIP Discord, we have a lot of really good traders in there who are posting TA, potential trade setups. I'm there posting TA, potential trade setups. It's a good community of traders. It's a pretty cool place. So check it out. In fact, I'll post a link in the chat here. Yeah. So Outdoor Tony says, why are we not getting a bounce? Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Yeah, why are we not getting a bounce? Well, we're holding support. And lately I've noticed that the way Bitcoin moves, you know, if we are going to hold this support, the way Bitcoin moves is we don't just get a bounce lately, right? We've been kind of holding support and then going up from there slowly, right? Like, for example, yesterday when we came down, we found support at this golden pocket. What kind of happened? We didn't get a massive bounce, but we did get a move off the 618, just like, oh man, somebody in my Discord called it, I forget who. If you're watching the video, let me know. But shout out to Cody Ray. Yeah, but I mean, we could have even had like a 2% move from there if we just held on, right? And even with the shorts, right? Even with the shorts, I mean, look at this. We come up into the golden pocket. We don't get a massive rejection for a while, right? We kind of hold there for a while. We have like some volatility, like maybe 1.7% up and down, kind of trading sideways for 9 hours, right? More than that, like 10, 11 hours. And then we dump. And I remember the long that I took last week. The one that everyone thought I was nuts taking, I remember. Took it down here. This same deal, right? We come down, we hit our golden pocket here, and it's like slow go, right? We come up a little, we come down a little. It's not for a while until we get this massive pump. And that was a really nice trade. That was a super nice trade. I'm no longer in that trade. I closed out that trade. I had my stop loss somewhere like down here at this wick. So I'm out. But that was a really nice move. So, wow, this is kind of interesting now. Now I'm looking at this this wedge here. I mean, obviously we're coming down to the support. I drew this on the weekly time frame. Let's draw this on the let's draw this on a lower time frame. Just do some technical analysis here. And I know a lot of people don't like patterns, but the thing is, a lot of times these patterns are super respected. A lot of times they really are respected. So we could kind of take this. That's the thing about patterns, though. You gotta take the trend lines and make them like, yeah, it's about there, right? And we don't know. Then it'll change in a little bit. We kind of got that going on. And then, what else we kind of got going on? I mean, It's kind of hard to say, right? Well, we definitely have that resistance right there. We definitely have that resistance there. And, I mean, this trend line seems to be respected pretty well right about here. So, all right, so we got this kind of thing going on. And if we turn back on our good friend, Mr. Fib, and yes, I did name my son Fib Casper. You know, we got some confluence, you know, down here, right? We do got some confluence, and especially if we take this trend line and just make it a little bit lining up perfectly with the wicks. You know, we have some confluence down here, guys. We have some nice confluence right in this zone. That's where Elon Musk needs to pull out his Twitter. Shout out to JW, who says this is the best channel on YouTube. Hey, you know what? Maybe I am the best channel on YouTube. Just kidding. Just kidding. You know, this YouTube channel is not the most professional in the world, right? I don't have a camera. Nobody knows what I look like. Elon's really in court, Murfish? Yeah, nice cold can of Dr. Fib will cure anything. It's, didn't Dr. Pepper originally have some, like, cocaine or something? Or is that Coca-Cola? I don't know. Didn't they try and sell it as a medicine that would make you feel good? Nothing like a nice can of cocaine if you're feeling a little sick, you know, to make you feel a little bit better. I'm sure it did make them feel better for a while. So, Murfish, Elon's in court, and why? Why is he in court? You guys don't care. Jason Childress doesn't care what I look like. Oh, Coke had Coke, okay. Alts are dumping. Outdoor Tony would rather watch me work with Market Cipher than Crypto Face. You know, Crypto Face is a great trader. That guy is a good trader. He trades much differently than I do. My Greek uncle Confluence. That's funny. Mr. Bombastica Lime. So, Alessio wants to know if I ever tried Market Cipher with a Renko chart. No, I never have. So let's give that a try. Woof. Hang on, guys. Hang on, guys. Something horrible has happened here. As you can clearly see. Not only has my trading view froze, but right now we have something wrong with the chart, which is there's red and green candle. Wait. This is. Hang on. Wait a second. I'm confused now. Up bars, down bars, projection bars. Everything needs to be blue and purple. If Jason Casper is going to do anything worthwhile, I can't deal with the red and green. It's not good for the soul. You guys know. You guys know it's not good for the soul. There we go. No, I've never used Market Cipher with Renko bars before. And if I had to be totally honest with you guys, I actually don't really know how to use these. I don't know how to use these. Are they like trend? Is it kind of like hiking a she where you're following the trend? Shout out to Roger. Roger says, crypto party is over, period. Stop believing these YouTubers. We are currently under a 3 to 5 year consolidation. Buy the dips so you don't have to work in the next 10 years. Shout out to my friend Roger, who lives on planet Earth. Yeah, you know, Roger, just so everybody knows, on this channel, I do not give financial advice, but Roger is the in-house financial advisor. Shout out to Roger, the in-house financial advisor, who should, I mean, gotta take this as financial advice. Buy the dips so you don't have to work in the next 10 years. Yeah, I mean, who knows? You know, is the party over? Is the party over? I honestly don't know. I mean, I would say this, though, Roger. If the party's over, then how come we have a blue candle right here? Right? If the party's over, then how is it possible that we have a blue candle right here on Bitcoin? You see this, Roger? You see this blue candle? Roger that. Oh. The other stupid YouTubers pumping Doge and Shiba. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. I would never get into Doge. I have some friends who are I'm not saying I wouldn't trade Doge. I'm saying I wouldn't hodl Doge. I have some friends who are just getting into crypto, and they're like, dude, man, I just went all in on Doge. I'm like, oh no. When did you get in? I got in at 25 cents. I'm like, oh no. Why? Why Doge? But yeah, that's true. Takahebi says the party's never over if you're a trader. And that's the truth, right? If you're a trader, that party ain't never over. And you know what's really interesting, guys, that I just noticed, right? Here's something I just noticed while I was looking at this chart. We've got this oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought we had something different than what we had on the chart here. Sometimes you have too many fibs and you don't know which is which, right? I am curious to see what's gonna come of this support. What's gonna come of this little bounce that we got here off the weekly. I am curious to see. But yeah, who knows though, Roger? Like, honestly, I don't know if the crypto party's over or not. Like, I still think there's a chance. There is a chance that there's a lot of people out there who I respect and trust, analysts who I respect and trust, who are saying that we are going to see some more upside after the summer. So perhaps that's true. I'm not much of a macro TA kind of guy. But I will say, you know, if this is a falling wedge, that is a bullish pattern. And also, you know, if we turn on now the 21 EMA, which comes right, I mean, if we look at the 21 EMA and we look at the range that we've been trading, there's a lot of confluence right up here, right? If we can come above this area here, I think we could see continuation, right? If we come back above that 21 EMA. But at the same time, I am prepared for a Bitcoin, you know, sub 20K. I really am. You know, 20K was the last all-time high of the last bull cycle. That's going to take us, you know, if we come down to the 786, you know, right around 19K to 16K, that's not too out of the question, right? That's absolutely not. So Crypto Yacht hates Doge. SL says you should learn yourself. Why not from others? Antoine doesn't believe in long consolidation. Too many people want to buy the dip. Outdoor Tony hopes the party is over so he can refill bags. He wrecked trading. Yeah, right. That's the reset, I guess. The crypto reset. So Farus says that the commander-in-chief has a $6 billion, $6 trillion infrastructure package later this year as a down payment. Wow. That really is insane. And I just can't see how it's possible. that the dollar won't hyperinflate. I understand it's the world reserve currency, but is the world going to put up with that much longer? Are they? Are we seeing the breakdown of a bear flag on the 1 hour target, 31.8, which is also the golden pocket? Let's check that out, Timmy. Let's check it out. So, potential bear flag on the 1 hour. Wow, look at this. Yeah, look at that. We could see potential bear flag forming right here. We've got our impulsive move down. Then we've got our actual flag. Which, so far, I mean, depending on how you want to draw it, if that thing breaks down, depending on where you're pulling it from, yeah, I mean, it does bring us right down to that general area. Yeah, it could absolutely be. It could absolutely be. I'm definitely looking for that low area. I'm looking for that low area for juice. For the juice, that's where we bring the juice. Ethereum doing all right, holding support right at 1976. That was a good summer for me. 1976. It was the year I graduated high school, and I had my first car. And me and my friend John, we would like go down to the beach, and we would hang out, try and find girls who would maybe be friends with us. But we were such losers that there was no way. There's just no way. No way. But yeah, it was still a good time, you know? It was still a good time. Adrian's wants to know, am I long or short? I'm currently long. Man, I'm currently long. Yeah, what a loser I am. Long in these, you know. It is what it is, guys. The only two trades I've taken 3 trades in the past 36 hours. All 3 were longs. 1 got stopped out. The other 2 were little scalps. Jason Trowlis says, I sound like a young man. J-Boy Bullish says, I graduated in 08 or 9. Yeah, that's true. I did graduate high school in 2009. I was just messing with you guys. I'm messing with you guys. Outdoor Tony is finally in profit on this long. Hopes the bounce keeps bouncing. Yeah, I do. I hope it keeps bouncing too. Is my name Brian Adams? Yes, of course it is. Brian Adams. This is me, guys. This is me right here. Can't you tell? Just look at that face and just hear my voice, and you know this is me. Whoa. Hey, guys, what's up, y'all? It's me, Brian Adams. Hey, you know me, you can tell. I have that nice, raspy, soulful voice. Everyone likes me. When you listen to my music, it makes you cry a little bit, and you don't know why. It's because I've got that passion and that soul. Got the passion and the soul. Hey, shout out to Pablo, my good friend from high school. Yeah, those were good times, Pablo. Yeah, Pablo remembers. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Matthew Morrison, who also graduated in 09. Yeah, it was a good year. Cop the Drop Crypto says, no way some 6-year-old is leverage trading Bitcoin. Really? I don't know. When are me and Carl uploading a new song together? Soon, guys. Soon. Soon we will. And, but not right now. Not right now. We're still in the studio. And, it's a long process to be in the studio, guys. It's a long process. You have to make sure the guitar tones are right. And, sometimes it's hard for me to hit those notes, because I am singing backup. And sometimes those notes are so high that it's hard for me to hit. So, I don't like to use auto-tune, right? I like to keep it kosher, right? I'm not trying to use auto-tune over here. Not trying to melodyne my vocals a little bit, I have the Melodyne editor right here, but it's old from my old computer. I can't even actually open it. I don't even know if I've ever opened Logic on this computer. It's a shame. It's a shame. You know, I have a lot of songs recorded that I don't even know. They're on a hard drive somewhere, but because I haven't recorded them since like 2 MacBooks ago, I don't know if they're even compatible with the new Logic. I don't know. You know? I don't know if my Amplitude or if my Easy Mix, my Superior Drummer even works right now. You know? Roger Rat says, where do I put my stop loss? Alessio says, Melodyne is the devil. Melodyne, you know, Melodyne is awesome, right? You could make anybody sound great. You know, I could make myself sound like Bryan Adams if I just go up to the mic and start going, ah! You know, get that raspy in my voice, you know, and then just make it in perfect tune. Yeah, it'll sound good. So the long that I took is from this bounce on the weekly. So I took this in the beginning of the stream. I went over why I longed. So right from this bounce on the weekly, we're forming the bullish div on the 1 hour. You know, if this bullish div does not hold, right, and we come down like this, don't think about long. At least I'm not going to be thinking about longing. Well, maybe I will, depending on what the lower time frames look like. But I saw this thing forming. Okay, I come down to the 1 minute, the uno minute, and also we've got this bullish div right as we're hitting the weekly. That's why I entered the long. I've already taken, like I said, the majority, more than 50% of the trade out, because my first take profit was target. My first target was 32.5, and you know, now we're trading above it, but I don't know what's going to happen. If we keep pumping, we keep pumping. If we keep dumping, then I know what I'm going to be looking for. BMG TV wants to know my opinion on aquaponic versus hydroponic. I honestly don't know the difference. Shout out to Memory Man, and also guys, check out Memory Man's YouTube channel. All right, he's got a YouTube channel. Right here. Check it out. Dude has some really good music, some really good instrumental, progressive rock and roll. All right, check it out. I'll leave a link. And if you're into progressive rock, check this stuff out. Been listening to it while I cut the grass out in the tractor. Some good stuff. Check it out. Shout out to Memory Man. And yeah, I like to pump YouTube channels. You know what I'm saying? I like to pump YouTube channels. Sometimes they turn against me. You guys know what I'm saying? Sometimes they turn against me, but you know, it's all good in the hood. Yeah. Like Crypto Lifer, you know? Shout out to Crypto Lifer. Dude was a little mean to me, but you know, he repented of his sins. He came back and he made it good. He made it good. Oh, nice. Nick Grajales literally just cut his grass. Awesome, Nick. Awesome. Yeah, Memory Man. Yeah, was jamming those tracks, man. There's some good stuff. There's some real good stuff. I like the guitar tones. Yeah, you got some chops, man, for sure. I don't know. Do you play guitar and drums on that? Because whoever's playing drums is awesome. It's all you, man. That's awesome, man. You're very talented. Memory Man's super talented. He shreds on the guitar and the drums and the bass. How many years have I been into trading? Many. So I guess back in 2017-ish, after I got into cryptos, when I got into trading, I wanted to trade stocks. And so I did that on and off for a while. Then I got super into Forex after I realized Forex was a thing. And then I started trading crypto around the beginning of 2020, right before what happened there. Right before, yeah, I forget what happened in 2020. That changed the whole world. But that's when I really got into crypto, right before all that stuff started happening. So I guess you could say January, February 2020 is when I started trading crypto as opposed to Forex mostly. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Dustin Wells is listening to TA. I would play some Memory Man, but the thing is, like, I don't have any way to make it sound good, right? You're not going to be able to hear the bass, right? I've got my MacBook open. I don't even have a mic right now. I'm just talking into a MacBook. So anything I play is going to sound tinny, right? Go check it out. But guys, I do have to cut the stream, right? I have to cut the stream because I have got some stuff to do today. But I appreciate all of you for being here, and I do pray that God blesses each one of you. And Angel for Truth wants to know this question. That I can answer that later. But I'm going to continue to trade Forex, especially as we move into the fall. But yeah, so receive this blessing, everybody. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, B'Shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael, which in English means, may the Lord bless you and protect you. May he cause his face to shine light upon you, and may he have grace upon you. And may the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you wholeness. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel, amen. Appreciate all of you guys. May the good trades be with you. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.